Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back through daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to be talking more so about Zilliqa or Zill. I just talked to you guys about it yesterday, but I do want to talk to you guys more about what they are truly building out, why I do think it's extremely bullish, and why I would definitely be watching Zilliqa right now on this dip to kind of load up more. So sit back, relax, and before we fully jump on into this video, I just want to ask you guys to please leave a like on this video. It does help the channel grow immensely. It takes a couple seconds, and I do greatly appreciate it. Now, with Bitcoin kind of going down about almost 8% today, we have seen Zill kind of go down with it, but not too much. Honestly, it's probably one of the stronger altcoins right now in the market compared to most. We're pretty much at that point that we were at almost yesterday. Actually, yesterday we were pretty much lower. If you guys pretty much bought around this point yesterday, you're looking pretty good. So, you know, this one is still in its demand zones. I've been talking to you guys about those demand zones. It's still pretty much in this point. It's nothing too crazy. Even if we go back to, December 4th, we hit this low down here at about 5 cents almost. Perfect time to load up. Pretty much all of those major, pretty much targets going all the way back 1 year, pretty much got swept here on this low. But overall, we do see the demand zone, which is around 6 cents. Could we go back down there? It's possible, but realistically, on the day, we have tested the support zone at about 7 cents. Multiple times, and it looks fairly strong to be holding. RSI looks pretty good. Volume is pretty rough here, but I will say this. If we could have Bitcoin hold these levels, which I suspect that we pretty much could, I think that $47,000 is pretty much a strong, support zone for Bitcoin. More so even if we look at the chart for Bitcoin. So let's actually go over to Coinbase. We can pretty much see where the support zone is. There's a lot of demand zone here, but even if we go down a little bit lower, so let me go to, sorry, 1 second. Here we go to the price, and let's actually go from here down to this demand zone. It's about like a 4% drop, which I know Zill will come down a little bit more. If it does, definitely load up. If it doesn't, you could DCA down. It's all up to you. But I will say this, Zill is definitely building out something very strong. By the way, full transparency, I am not paid to show any of these projects. These are projects that I do personally believe have a very strong feature ahead of them. You can pretty much buy Zill almost on any platforms, by the way. I know Uphold has it, Binance has it. There's a lot of markets out there for it. But they did redesign their website, and they do have a ton of dApps. In fact, you can pretty much explore all of them right here. So if this will load, I know it takes a little bit of time, but here are some of the major, pros and cons of it. We do see here backed by research, safe and secure, developer friendly, and I do personally love the design of their new website. Before it was a little bit shaky, to be honest with you, and I do like this, how the tip of the iceberg, you pretty much see the low cost, highly scalable, and environmentally sustainable, and then on the bottom you pretty much see the best points behind it. Now, we do have 105.5 thousand smart contracts deployed. We do see the total number of transactions currently right now. We do see total number of smart contract transactions the last 24 hours, by the way. And we do see the network statistics, daily transactions, roughly about $14 million transacted on chain daily. And of course, you could pretty much see more about this in terms of their ecosystem statistics here. There is going to be a lot more staked. We do see staking total value locked, $427.5 million. Percentage of circulating supply stake, 35.92%. So that's pretty large. And I just want you guys to understand that they currently have about a 13.59% APR on this. And I've always told you guys, in terms of things that are happening within this market, it's more so of an idea on this. Okay, so I've talked to you guys in the past. So I don't know why this is. Hold on 1 second. All right, so there we go. We fixed it. So without staking, institutional crypto investors cannot escape inflation. This is exactly why I think that this 13.59% APR is pretty good. I think that a lot of individuals are going to try jumping in to DeFi to really kind of stake their tokens, earn that APR, which will essentially be a hedge against inflation. We've talked about this multiple times in the past. I do suspect that this is going to be fairly good, especially for a lot of these major networks that do offer, multiple percentage in terms of APR. But also, we see the idea that there's going to be a lot of percentage of Zilliqa, staked and locked away. We see the active users You know, 72,000, you know, users slash holder ratio. You can pretty much see all of this. I love their network statistics. I love how transparent this is as well. And we see all the ZRC2 tokens here as well. There's a ton of them. There's a ton of projects within this ecosystem. And you can pretty much see that here. You know, these are the dApps built on, you know, for example, Zilliqa's change your world using Zill. dApps allow you to interact and engage with your users with no single entity, having complete control, of course. We all know that, but overall, anybody who is new, there you guys have it. And how to use a dApp, get a wallet, buy Zill, select a dApp. And these are incredible in terms of what they're really kind of offering. This is all for Web3, $140 trillion market, I mind you. And there's a ton of dApps here, guys. We even see here, you know, entrepreneurs build on Zilliqa. You know, package portal dApp processes over 500,000 transactions on our blockchain. That's massive. And these are just a few. And you could really kind of read more into these dApps. There's a ton of them. There's a few that I actually really like. For example, you know, I do like Carbon. Carbon's pretty cool. In fact, I do want to talk to you guys a little bit about Carbon if we could get into it. I don't know if the time will allow it in this video. But also Demons is pretty cool. Demons is into like the NFT gaming world and the Metaverse world. I talked to you guys about it yesterday. I actually talked to you guys a little bit about Carbon yesterday as well. Mintable is also fairly large for an NFT marketplace. We've discussed that. And there's so much more. And you guys could continue to scroll through here. XCAD's also fairly large as well. And there's a lot of other, you know, projects built on here. For example, there's NFTs, there's tools, API, wallet staking, DeFi, you know, all of this. And it's going to continue to grow. Even if you click, you know, Metaverse, you can pretty much, you know, see that there's a ton of projects built within the Zilliqa ecosystem. I'm very excited for the future of this as well. And yeah, so with that in mind, we also look back on, you know, just December 22nd. Kudos puts the entire sports world into the metaverse with UNF Sports. Now, this is built on Zill. Also, I don't need to tell you guys how massive the you know, sports world is. If we go to, so let's go to filter real quick. Let's go to industry, go to sports. Look at how massive the sports industry is. For an example, Chili's is like one of the major tokens in the space, up 1,368% year to date. But I don't think that the sports tokens have really caught on as much as they should. I think that this is actually going to be a fairly interesting scene to really get disrupted. Similar to like the NFT scene and stuff, we haven't seen massive growth in this area just yet, but I do believe that's coming very soon, especially as more and more, you know, platforms are built out, like this one, for example. So this is a non-fungible token project built on Zill, UNF Sports, and it's aiming to put the entire sports world, past, present, and future, onto the blockchain as digital assets. And this is all going to be talking more so about NFTs, digitization as well, and of course they are partnering with Kudos. So this is pretty interesting because when we're talking about the future of this ecosystem, I think the sports scene is definitely going to get disrupted. We even look back on esports and stuff, and that's getting disrupted right now. And we do see here the Kudos project is the perfect partner to assist UFFS with our entrance into the metaverse space. Kudos provides decentralized computing, and they are a strong startup, or a strong up-and-coming blockchain with a truly amazing innovative team, which made our decision very easy. We are confident that our collaboration will give, you know, athletes from all sports at all levels an amazing opportunity to leverage metaverses and all things digital with their fans right beside them. So this is more so going to be similar to XCAD, which if you guys didn't know about XCAD, so if we come down here, so if we go to XCAD, this is a platform harnessing the value of content consumers via tokenization, via which viewers can earn rewards for fan governance. I think this is going to be fairly similar in that sense, but it's also going to allow for a lot of monetization, tokenization, and just digitization in general of sports. I think that, you know, when we're talking more so about the future of sports and where, you know, that pretty much leads us into, you know, crypto adoption for sports, we've already seen that. For example, the UFC, the F1 series, and all that kind of stuff is getting disrupted right now by crypto. Specifically, Crypto.com is getting in on a lot of those partnerships already. I think that's only a matter of time before they get in on the NFT scene, as well as, you know, the tokenization scene in terms of monetization as well. So overall, just to kind of sum this up, when we're talking about the current APR, when we're talking about all the dApps, when we're talking about, you know, what markets they're kind of getting into currently, I think it's going to allow for a lot of adoption and a lot of retail demand behind this asset. By the way, here are a lot of like this is where you could pretty much stake and pretty much learn more about staking. If you guys do want to go and learn more about that, just stake your stack or your ZIL. I mean, sorry, but when we're talking about all of these markets that it's really kind of disrupting, I do think that a lot of these platforms are going to provide an immense amount of value to this network. Even Demons by itself is incredible as well for what they are pretty much trying to focus in on, which is gaming and the NFT scene, which we've already seen a massive amount of growth within that scene as well. We could just go to the industry of gaming currently. So one second. So in terms of the gaming scene, we know that Gala and Mana are like the leading names here. We even see Gala, it's up 45,000% year to date. We even see, Axie and Infinity, 16,000, almost 17,000%. Sand, 15, almost 16,000% there as well. This is a massive market that they're pretty much getting into, and I think that this is pretty interesting. Connect Zil Pay wallet, obtain a demon during the sale, admire them in a demon jar, level up and enjoy. So this is more so like a gaming sort of NFT scene that they're in. And I think that this is pretty interesting. And I think that when we're talking about a lot of these NFT, markets that we're seeing right now come up, a lot of them are pretty much the same. I think that this is great because it provides a lot more value than just the typical NFT marketplace or NFT project. And we do see that they are partnered with a lot of major names in the game, specifically Zil. We see a massive amount of Zil partnerships here: Zil Pay, Zil Swap, Zilliqa themselves, Zilliqa, Capital, and even Zil High. Hive, I mean. So, yeah, I mean, definitely check into a lot of these projects. For an example, they are building a lot more than just NFTs. They're building out a metaverse, a lot of incredible graphics, a lot of incredible projects as well within this. And I think it's only a matter of time before we do see NFTs really kind of exploding out on the scene. We've even seen, NFTs are more popular than ever despite sour mood in wider crypto market. And we even see, NFTs having a lot greater use cases than just JPEGs, just gaming and stuff like that. We even see here, crypto exchange Kraken's new NFT marketplace to issue loans. So as more and more of these NFTs kind of grow in demand, I think that more and more use cases will come out, and even more dApps will be built within the Zilliqa scene that are not just, metaverse, or gaming, pretty much dApps. There's going to be a lot more. And also, if you guys do check out all of these, there's exchanges, there's education, there's Web3, there's tools, there's pretty much everything built within Zilliqa. Now, all of these are not built on Zil. Like, for example, Binance is not built on Zil. But you could pretty much look into a lot of these projects that are listed here and pretty much read the connections to Zil. There's a lot of stuff that is really kind of providing an immense amount of volume and value to the Zilliqa network, and you can pretty much read all about this because they are fully transparent with a lot of this stuff. I really haven't seen any issues with, for example, tokenomics or transparency issues within the Zil ecosystem. I will say this though, definitely keep a close eye on the price. I mean, this has been under wraps for a very long time. It's been pretty much consolidating forever, and this is, in my opinion, going to have a massive explosive rally very soon, especially in 2022. So with that in mind, I hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.